Hello and welcome back to the Nihil channel and back to Shining the Holy Ark. Captain is here and we've defeated the forest cave. Let's go to the town of Inric and see what is here. Already, it's like kind of huge. This is the castle town, Inric. You must have responded to our summons from the castle, didn't you? You look like mercenaries. Ooh. That is some slowdown.
Oh no, what's going on?
I think it's just the game. It's fine here. It just doesn't like that main entryway. Yeah, it's giving us a little slowdown. I wonder if that's in the original too. That was some poppin'. There was a beautiful lady who used to serve the king. What happened to her? She was very gentle and kind. I don't like the new lady at all. Jason, the dog at the tavern, doesn't like her either. If she comes close, he starts to bark like crazy. They're called the Beastmen, little girl. Should, really think about your choice of words. More of these little Anakin Skywalker kids. That witch has
with the eyes.
That witch has a creepy henchman who comes to visit her in her tower. I've seen him. He seems very ferocious. There's forest.jpg. I wanted to look at that sign. No, I can't look at it? Okay, what's this way? The town well?
Ooh.
Arthur checked the area, however nothing was found. Oh. Let's not do that yet.
Next time.
What? Did it? Okay, yeah, it put me on the opposite side of the well. That was an odd choice. Okay, I'm sure they're gonna tell us that we gotta do something there. Hey, Gimli. I've found many interesting materials and labyrinths scattered around this country. Much of my equipment here I've made from materials I've found in the places I've explored. However, there are so many tricks and traps that it's hard for a simple dwarf like me to explore much further. I should have studied more seriously. All these doors are locked. Okay. Oh, oops. I was trying to talk to a woman. Do you know Sabato, the formerly Chancellor of the Palace? No? He's such a kind and respectable person. He heard about a sick child and came over to treat him yesterday. I wish there were more people like him. Okay, what if we say yes? It's hard to find such a... Okay. If only the sorceress Rilix hadn't come, he could have continued as the king's chancellor and advisor. But alas, it was not to be. Okay. So
those names are setting off bells in my head. I feel like in the very first episode, there was a lot of talk about, like, one of them sent our team, one of them sent the other team.
Did you know the road between here and the Village of Desire is closed now? I did know that. I've heard that there was a cave-in at the mine, but with the road closed, they can't send supplies to the town. What could the king be thinking? I don't know. Hopefully we can get that gate open so we don't have to run all the way back through there. What was that?
Oh, did you hear that in my background?
Yeah, is that your cuckoo clock?
It is. That's really funny. We've recorded before and you've never heard it, but I guess I had to change some of my sound settings so that my voice came through, and so now it doesn't block it anymore.
Oh, that's fun. Cuckoo clocks are fun. You don't see them much anymore.
No, it's an actual German cuckoo clock. Like, we were in Europe. I think I talked about that when we were streaming back at the time. And so while we were there, we picked one up. It's wonderful.
That's a
lot of work.
That's a fun souvenir.
Wind it.
Oh, you do?
It is. Yeah, you think about it, it's an old clock. So two things are true. Number one is that it's not super precise. The mechanism that it uses for accuracy is a counterweight. And so if you touch the counterweight at all, it gets totally off balance. And then number two, every 24 hours, you have to wind the clock again.
Interesting.
It's really fun.
Have you seen Inric Castle? The magnificent castle was built atop ancient ruins. How could that go wrong? I guess we want to go in here. Oh. I forget that these are not, like, stock shops. We'll start by selling all of our extra bits.
Yeah, all 4 Shotos.
Alright, what do you have? Yep.
She gives it to the other person, right? If we sell it, she'll be like, here, I think the other person would like this.
Yeah. Let's sell... that's a katana. Oh, it's the Shoto. Okay, I see.
Okay.
Katana's like the class of item. Yeah, and then you have one equipped, and you have 2 more. He also has 2 of those scale suits.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a lot of money from this. Yes, and then Melody had an extra of these, and her old dress. Yes. I think that's everything.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, we probably should spread out his items a little more. Oh, we have the small shield too. Alright, yes. What do you have for sale? Nothing. Okay. What do you have to buy? Didn't you buy something earlier? What kind of armor do you need? No, I hadn't.
That's a weird question.
That is expensive. Okay. I see that... Does it keep going? Yeah, I have it down too. Okay.
Wow.
Alright. Let's... Before we do that, we'll talk to the weapon shop. Do you have crazy expensive stuff too? Yeah. I don't even know who uses a power axe.
Axes are used by
Might be somebody we don't
nobody
have.
nobody in our party. That's right.
That is such a big improvement for her, and it's not that much. I say we give that to her.
Yeah, wow.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot. He buys the stuff that we're replacing instantly, which is so nice.
It's just the little things.
I like... Wow. Best defense, good offense. I'm thinking that's how we go.
Yeah, and we can come back. I mean, that's something that we can potentially grind off screen if we need to.
And it'll be a lot better with better swords, yeah. The Daito, is this a better thing for Rhodey? Significantly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because we can buy the best stuff for our people right now. Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, we can buy the best weapons, so I think that's a good call. We didn't check sales. Because we definitely can't buy the best armor. Okay, no sales.
No.
Tool shop. Okay, what do you have? Berry powder, is that MP?
I think so. Let me see if I can confirm that for us.
Yeah, that'd be good. Oops. I'll see if she has sales, because I remember they are different. Yeah, she does. An elixir, which I'm assuming is a full heal. Which we do not need currently. Alright, let's start talking to people. Stan. Have you found any pixies yet? Yes. Pixies aren't too useful in battle. They scare easily, but when an enemy first appears, they can really help you out by getting in a first strike on your enemies. Okay, what if I say no? It's a sheer waste if you don't use them. Pixies usually hide in holes and sometimes behind rocks. They're pretty little creatures. You should examine any area that looks suspicious. You know that there are many different kinds of pixies, don't you? Some of them are effective against enemies which charge up to you, while others work well against enemies that drop down from the ceiling. Okay, so he's telling me what you did.
Mm-hmm.
But you are naive if you think that just having many kinds of pixies is good enough. Having lots of pixies of one type is much more useful. Their strength really adds up that way. Okay. Although my husband isn't a soldier, he comes in here, looks at weapons and armor, gives a big sigh, and goes home. What a child. I guess men, no matter what their age, yearn for trinkets like these. They need to grow up. I
mean, I relate to that completely.
Yup. After we equip ourselves better, we had planned to go down into the southern cave. Yet now I hear the rock blocking the entrance cannot be moved. I wanted to study the magic of the Far East culture at Far East Village, which is south and west of here. I mean, Far East Village is south and west of here. Great. What shall I do?
That just means we're even further east.
I guess so.
We are the far, far east village.
Maybe so. Oh, I can't open my map here. Okay, well, we haven't been over here yet. What do you have to say? The mansion on the outskirts of town is a great place for us to work because there are many good trees around. But the place has an eerie feeling about it. Fog is always floating around, and the weather is freaky. Also, supposedly, nobody can open the door. Oh, if we get to do a haunted house thing, I'm gonna love that. Hello, old man. Over there is the mansion of the storytellers. They are one of the rare clans who have been here for centuries, even before the castle was built. They're all magically gifted, but they don't ever seem to have many offspring. They've always been very good friends to us. Okay. Are you telling me to go check that house, I guess? No. Okay, let's see if we can get in there. We can.
Ooh, looks like a library.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll start with Celia. The natives consisted of many different tribes. Some worked the land, some were spirit shaman, and still others were mages. Most have them have accepted... Okay, I thought I was, like, having a stroke for a second. I'm not. Most have them have... so it should be of them, have accepted and learned to live with the arrival of the immigrant peoples, but a few tribes went underground, waiting and scheming... Okay, for the chance to reclaim what they think is rightfully theirs. I wasn't sure that was how you spelled scheming either, but I think it is. Before the kingdom of Enric was created, that we storytellers lived here, and thus we function as keepers of the old lore. Ah, you know about Max, then. Those who settled this land were called natives. The others were called immigrants. The immigrants began to take land by force and created their own kingdom. Thank you, Brahma.
I like that the storytellers have essentially... this is the definition of words.
Yes.
In a small town in those days, I suppose, like, what does the word immigrant mean? I need to go to the elder.
Yeah. Welcome, mercenaries. If you desire to hear the legend of our land, come right in. Oh, that's all you have to say. Oh, okay. If I talk to him again, welcome, youngster. I think it's important for you to know about the dark history of Enric. Culture can only flourish when a kingdom and its people work in harmony. However, cultural prosperity can also have a dark side. When driven by greed, it can destroy a kingdom. At the root of the story is the rebirth of the 1,000-year kingdom. Do you have any questions? Like 1,000,000, dude. Yes. Oh. Okay. A beautiful culture once flourished here under an administrator named Innovator. Okay. This was before the tyrant Vandal took control of the kingdom. I see, that must be where we get the words Innovator and Vandal.
I was going to say, the naming here is perfectly on point.
Under his reign, people lived in fear, with all their hopes and dreams crushed. Ultimately, the kingdom was destroyed by a mysterious power that came from beyond the sky. Legends say Vandal fled and took refuge in a tomb to await the rebirth of his kingdom. Do you have any questions? Yes. It was said that Vandal possessed incredible physical strength and powerful magic. He was a very cruel and evil ruler that was said to have a monstrous appearance and repeatedly massacred his own people to satisfy his whims. His offspring inherited his aspect, and soon it was found that they were not affected by aging or death. The Vandal clan has never been numerous, but they are all very powerful. You have any questions?
He massacred his people multiple times. How did he keep getting people?
Well, you seem to have found what you needed. Come back if you want to hear more history. Yeah. That is a great question. Do I... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Well, yeah, this is odd. So, they're just all still out there, because they're not affected by either aging or death.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
Interesting. Okay, let's do the pub, I guess. Hello, it's kind of crowded, but please help yourself to a vacant stool. I was sure that you would come here. What's up?
Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna drop a hint of exciting things to come. I don't see a lot about I wanted to know if the Vandal was in the first episode. I'm still not sure if the Vandal was in the first episode, but Vandal is apparently a race that becomes very important in future Shining games.
I have heard, because the entirety of Shining in the Darkness, all the way up through Shining Force 3, is called the Vandal Saga.
Oh, interesting. So is like Dark Soul a Vandal?
As far as I understand in the discussions I've had with people about lore stuff, it's essentially devils, like the devil race.
Mm-hmm.
They're called Vandals, I guess, in this and 3, but, or Shining Force 3, but they are indistinguishable from the devils, so a lot of fans just assume they're the same thing. Now, are they really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I will probably have a greater opinion of that at a later date, so we'll find out. I was sure that you would come here, so I arranged to get here first and wait for you. I see you made it this far, okay, so I guess I can trust you with my boss. What? I say it again! Don't try to pull any tricks. I'll be watching you from every corner.
Did he just join our party?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
No. Okay. The painting is really interesting. I guess we'll go right to left. Hello, Alan. But drank that root beer too fast. I bet that was beer in the Japanese version.
Almost certainly.
Hey, did you know there's a special treasure in each of the east, west, and south ruins? I'd love to get my hands on them. Still, in order to get in, you need some sort of a key. They're ancient ruins. Some sort of ancient key. You know anything about that? I know there's some connection to the mansion outside town, but the iron door to that place can't be opened. We'll go back to sleep now. Oops, I hit back. Well, stuff's happening. He's the one I thought looked like Odd-Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got a bat.
Are we battling in...
Oh!
What?
Whoa! The dog! Man, just establish that this guy's evil for me real quick.
Yeah, that's very efficient.
Oh! Kicks puppy, teleports away. Don't be fooled. Arthur, she's behind you. Oh, is it a woman? Roses? Roses?
Yes, I think those are flowers.
That girl just vanished. I don't know why you didn't put the ... after the just if you were going to pause there, but she uses very strange techniques. It doesn't feel like natural magic at all. All the more reason to be very careful. Can I help the dog? Oh, you're fine. Okay.
Oh, so he kicked the dog, but the dog's okay. Okay.
Good. Yeah, let's finish these socks, I guess.
So back to that painting for a moment. That painting looks like a character from another game.
I'll finish this talk and then I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that girl who comes here almost every day? She's the granddaughter of Rilix the Witch. She is so beautiful, you wouldn't believe that from her looks. That's why I like to hang around this establishment. And you know what? She'll probably come today, too. I wonder if that's who that was. Are you thinking Elise?
I am not thinking Elise. Who is Elise?
The princess at the end of Shining Force 2.
Oh, that princess. No, I'm actually not thinking of a character from a Shining Force game. She looks exactly like Queen Helen, who is a character in Fire Emblem the Blazing Blade.
I've not played that one, so...
Okay, I sent you the image so you can pop it up on the screen. For those of you who have played the Fire Emblem games, in Blazing Blade, she is the Queen of Burn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that does look
very similar hair and face.
I agree. Will I remember to put that on the screen? That remains to be seen. Sorceress Rilix's granddaughter, Elise.
Oh, that's Elise. Okay, thank you.
Is said to be working for the king. But she comes here often for another purpose. You want to know what it is? I'll tell you. The reason why she comes here almost every day is to purchase milk for Rilix. I guess the milk helps Rilix sleep at night. How considerate of her to do that for her grandmother. Dang it, I keep pushing back on accident. Shockingly, I am not used to using a Sega Saturn controller for a whole lot. Greedy mercenaries, they're all blinded by money. It looks like some of them went to the mansion outside of town. They'll get punished for it. Just see if they don't. The owners of that place have lived there for several hundred years, drinking human blood. I'm sure they're just waiting for their next victim. Well, that's very Lovecraftian.
I feel like every story is improved by vampires.
Oh, yeah. Since Rhodey got killed in the cave-in, we haven't had anything to do. So let's party until we get dismissed. You know, I'm thinking about going to that mansion at the edge of town to do some treasure hunting. You want to come along? Just let me know if you want to go. Alright, Freddy. Why, hello there. Welcome to our tavern. We're always happy to serve mercenaries, as they always pay well. Just step up to the counter to order something. Welcome to the Enric Inn. Please come on in. Our rate is 10 gold coins per person, so the total is 30 gold coins. Yes, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
We still gotta talk to the innkeeper, too, I know. This has been a very lore-heavy episode. As opposed to the last one, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that boots us? Okay. Like Shining in the Darkness, it needed to reset in the morning. Alright, let's talk to the owner. Welcome, what would you like? Yes, the waitress is very kind, and we all appreciate your patronage. Okay, so we can't actually order anything. Should I talk to Freddy again? They probably think I'm crazy going in and out a bunch. Okay.
No. Okay.
I wondered if I could actually say yes, but I guess not. Okay. So do we think that's the granddaughter?
Yes, I think we do think that, but I'm not sure.
Alright, this is to the mansion, so it's the little mansion picture. Is that where we go next? Oh, it's the church. Okay. Well, we can save in here and talk to Carl. Do you want to know about the legends associated with the Far East magic traditions? Yes. There will be a disaster in Enric because the mine, which lies in the direction of Demon's Gate, has been violated. Can this be true?
That voice is really perfect because my first thought was that that looks like Mr. Bill from old Saturday Night Live.
I am probably... I only know who that is because of my dad. I was going to say I'm probably the youngest that gets, knowing who that is. Which means my audience should absolutely know who that is. The leading heroes of the People's Army were formerly close associates of the king. They stood their ground and eliminated the selfish officials that were destroying the country. All the heroes from the war have now retired one by one until only the sage was left, as tradition dictates. It was then that the sorceress came. Okay. I can't help but keep thinking, Sabato used to advise the king, and the people in this country lived happily. Then Rilix the sorceress came and defeated Sabato in a magic duel, then usurped his position. I wish that witch was gone. No one wants to listen to an old man anymore. Name's Sebastian. Say, have you heard the tale about the climactic battle to the Enric Civil War that happened long ago? No, I've not. The Civil War was horrendous. The final fight between the King's army and the People's army was fought in the Eastern Forest. It was there that the sage Sabato mediated the legendary peace treaty that ended the war, when he stood between both sides and forced them to stop. I like that we're getting a ton of lore about this place. It makes it feel very real.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Holy Church of Inric. All of Zod's children are welcome here. Whatever your needs, I will provide. If it is within my power, what do you wish? Okay, I think we're good. We just gotta record. Yes. Okay. Your adventure's been saved. Yes, we will continue. Do you need any other favors? No, we do not. So, I wonder if this is the same religion that is in, like, the continent of Rune, or if this is a different religion.
That's a complicated question. I mean, the churches certainly look familiar. The people that are practicing certainly look familiar. But, I mean, you know, if you think about in the real world, there are religions that are similar customs, but then as they grow up in different countries or continents over hundreds of years, they end up becoming very, very different.
Yes, very much so. This seems pretty grand. I'll look around a little. Can I see the top of it? Oh. Okay. Hello, sirs. Can I talk to you? Welcome, Arthur. It's good to see you again. We didn't expect to see you so soon since the road was closed, but you have returned, as Relix has predicted. Greetings, Arthur. We heard that the old hag, Relix, foretold of your return using her magic crystal. By the way, I have a message for you. You've been summoned to appear before the king. Alright. So yeah, they did send us. Interesting. It's so weird to be able to explore like this on a Shining game. Like, I just kind of want to look at, like, the architecture of everything.
Yeah, looking up and down adds a really nice level.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a first-person shooter with mouse controls or anything, but, like, I get a little bit of that sense that I can, like, look around. The king awaits you in the royal room. Please go right in. Can I go anywhere else? I can.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, there's Sabato. Enric Castle was built atop of an old city. Many underground passages still exist that wind along like a maze. Many years ago, people tried to explore these passages and failed to return. Now no one ever goes there. Why am I telling you this? I can see your future. My name is Sabato, and I used to be the Chancellor of the Palace. You were important enough to get a portrait. My husband served as the Chancellor. My husband served as the Chancellor until that hag took over. Now we're obliged to live in this dirty little room. Sabato is a proud but stubborn man. He has told me of the disaster which is about to befall our kingdom, and it's horrible. My husband is willing to sacrifice his life to prevent it. Alright, thank you, Sabato's wife. These look like adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Since you guys have defeated Rhodey, we're all going to be out of a job soon. Maybe there's work out west. Do you believe in spirits? Well, that's a very loaded question, but yes. Let me tell you what I saw the other day. Something very strange entered Relix's tower. I only got a glimpse of it, because it gave me the willies. But it must have been a spirit or ghost or something. Okay, what if I say no? Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't really believe in spirits or ghosts either. I wouldn't believe it unless I really saw one myself. But you did.
No, he saw something different now.
Oh, okay. Your pal Forte came back before you did. Oh. And has wormed his way into the king's good graces. Uh-oh. Now he acts like a snob and doesn't even acknowledge you when you greet him. Who does he think he is? He's such a creep.
He's possessed, right? Am I remembering that?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. We didn't know he was here, though.
No.
So that maybe is not good. But we're still going to explore first. Who do we have over here? Relix's sedan chair? Sedan chair?
Sedan? That's how it's... I mean, that's how sedan is spelled. That's all I can say.
Okay. Floats in the air because of her magic. Her magic is very powerful. With that crystal that is installed in that chair, she sees everything. Kind of weird grammar there. She scares me. The sorceress Relix performs the duties that once belonged to the sage, Sabato. I wonder why the king dismissed him. Everyone respected him, unlike Relix, who everyone fears. Now no one ever goes to the Northeast Tower since Relix claimed it. Interesting. Captain, I think there might be something with that wall.
I think you may be right. I had no idea this was actually in the game. I read that there was a suspicious looking wall. I love that they just put that there. That's great.
Garlic? Stamina onion. Okay. Anything else? No, that's... okay.
So it's suspicious because there was an onion on it? In it?
Increases breath defense value. I guess we'll give that to Rhodey. Because she'll get... I assume she'll get resistance. Teodrin told me the breath resistance thing was really weird as a stat.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's the BD stat.
Okay, yeah, he said there's like... It's not what it seems. There's like a formula to determine how much damage you take. It was kind of insane. Alright, let's go into the throne room. Or let's not do that.
I'm just going to go ahead and say before we go into the throne room that if you go into the throne room, my belief is that we are going to be committed to not do anything else for a while.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I won't call it a point of no return because I don't think that's that, but it's a major story point.
Alright, all these are locked. Is this one locked? Yes. Okay, I love that I can check that by bashing my head on things.
I mean, how else do you check?
I mean, I think we go.
Okay.
We don't have anything else to do. We could take the dog back, but I think we can do that later.
Okay.
We'll do that when we get the gate open. You captured Rhodey, didn't you? Well done, mercenaries. Go now and report it to the king. King has been waiting anxiously for you. Please hurry. No, we didn't capture Rhodey. The guy in the BDSM mask is Brody. Totally different. Okay. The woman on the left, Rixis or whatever, Rixel. She's, I think she was another one in that opening cutscene.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It must have been difficult to catch an outlaw like Rhodey. Come forward and let me see your faces. Welcome, Melody and Arthur. You aren't mad I think you were voicing him, actually.
That's right. He's the only one that I'm voicing. Sorry. Welcome, Melody and Arthur. You aren't mad at me since I came back a little earlier than you did, are you? It's difficult to talk business with you on the other side of the room. As the king has so graciously suggested, why don't you come a little closer?
You're late, aren't you? I heard you captured the great outlaw Rhodey. You must be rewarded for saving our kingdom from disaster. We've been waiting for your report. Tell us about it. Yeah, you can voice more people, too, if you want to. I never really asked if you like doing that.
It doesn't make any difference to me.
Okay.
We can ask the audience.
We have one pressing question we'd like you to answer at once. Are you sure Rhodey is dead? That's you. Captain.
The accident, the mine was horrible. I barely escaped getting trapped inside. And for you two also to escape. Sorry, I got distracted because my acting caught the attention of other people in the house who were coming in and making faces.
I was truly surprised when I saw you hale and hearty in my magic crystal. Never heard that phrase. Relix tells me that saving you would have been beyond even her powers had she been there. I'm very interested in hearing how you survived. So we don't tell them.
Didn't you hear the king answer him?
You can't tell us because that would involve telling us about the man in the mask, correct? You have the gall to attempt to deceive Relix. Ha! Do you think that mask can hide the fact that you are Rhodey?
Why are you helping this outlaw? What's going on, Melody? I trusted you.
It's not what you think. Forte, please listen to me. I and my companions came to help you. Should be my companions and I.
You came to help me? What kind of help did you think I needed?
Are you feeling well? Look, your body. I saw it.
My body? What are you babbling about?
Look, an evil spirit has taken control of your body. Show yourself, spirit, and be ready to be struck down. Always got the hand signs. What are you doing? I command you to stop if you don't stop. Oh, the king too.
Oh no.
We got a worm tongue situation. Stop it right there, Rhodey. The evil spirits have merged with their bodies. If you kill the spirits, your friend and the king will die. Still want to attack them? You can't do it, can you? You're too soft. Now, of course, I could finish you off right now, but I'd rather you answer some questions first. For example, what are those lights which surround your bodies? I can see them in my magic crystal. Not in the mood to answer me. Well, since you refused, I guess I'll have to put you someplace until you change your mind. Enjoy the dungeons! Of course there's a trapdoor.
Always. I say always. Usually in Shining Force, they march you to the dungeon with guards.
They do. The trapdoor's usually in the dungeon. You know, it was foolish of us to have come here without a plan. I agree. Foolish is an understatement. Now what are we gonna do? You're a ninja, aren't you? Ninjas are supposed to be able to vanish into thin air. So why don't you do something? That is an offensive stereotype. Please remember, only half of me is Rhodey. I have no control over nor little knowledge of my other half. Well, that's great. We can't count on Rhodey, so what are we gonna do now? Maybe I should lend a hand. Doyle! Is that you? I did tell you not to go to Enric, didn't I?
Can appear anywhere.
He did say that. I saw the whole thing. What were those things that emerged from the king and your friend? It scared even me. Against something like that, you had no chance. The mask I gave the boss was useless.
Oh, thank you. I was worried he was going to take it off.
Doyle removes Rhodey's mask. Boss, are you sure you don't feel like returning home with me? Everyone in Far East Village is waiting for you. Nope, I'm not interested. Just tell everyone to wait a little longer for my return. I left the boss in your care because I trusted you. I'll give you another chance to prove yourselves, so you'd better not risk his life. Again. I've unlocked the door. Hurry and get going. Turn left and follow the path to the well. Enter it, and then follow the path that leads into the waterway. It runs underneath the castle. Once you get there, the rest should be easy. I'll wait for you at the village. Take care of yourself. Oh yeah, before I go, I should tell you that there's a passage down there that's blocked by a wall-like door. I left the key in the bottom of the well. Okay. Gee, she's not much of a conversationalist, is he? Let's get going, Arthur. We can talk about our plans later. Ah. I thought that that would be something. Is there anything else down here? The bench? No. Yeah, I see what you mean by we're committing to this for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't open the menu, so, or the map, so it seems like we are stuck down here. Or, I'm sorry, it seems like this is, still considered, like, part of the castle, not a dungeon.
Yeah. That's correct. There will be a dungeon coming up, but this is more almost like a cutscene.
This whole episode's been cutscene. Alright, there's nothing for us to do, it seems.
Nope.
Is there anything hidden down here that we can get right
There's
now?
a fairy dust in one of the cells, which we had talked earlier. What does the fairy dust do? It's not MP. We made the same mistake in, I want to say Shining in the Darkness. It's just it heals status effects.
Oh, okay. There we go. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then down the well we go. Dungeon well. Okay, our fairies are here, so this is an actual dungeon. What's that? Arthur has found the crystal key. Okay. Interesting. I can just stand in that hole. Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it, Captain?
It's something.
Alright.
No, it's honestly not that bad. There's a little bit of activity that we need to do, but
The door is firmly closed. What if I use the crystal key on the crystal door? Okay. Should I go check any other way?
yeah, there was something in the main area where the key was that was worth getting.
Alright, we'll go grab that.
And yeah, the one that we've already been down. So back down the other way.
Hmm?
The one that we've already been down. The one that's on the left, or the left-hand side of the main room.
Left-hand side of the... What?
Yeah, on the bottom. So turn right, forward, and then left.
So, forward, left?
Yep. This one.
Oh, it's not even like that. Okay.
Oh, interesting. How are we going to find it? Huh.
There's...
Is it on the ground, maybe? There's definitely something in here. Maybe it's up above? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can figure this out. Give me a second here. Yeah, it says, normally you search the end of the tunnels, but this time take a step back and then search.
Oh. I didn't do that.
No, why would you?
Very good question.
How does anybody find these things?
Alright. A pixie named Cedar was found. Yeah, that was a pretty esoteric one.
Mm-hmm. That's the only other thing down here.
Okay. And then I actually did go the right way pretty quickly.
Yeah, like usual, you have a knack for finding the right way to go.
Hey. Got a decent sense of direction in real life as well. Okay. Oh, another one already.
Yes, it looks like it. Looking at this is a leprechaun.
This had like the rock anime. Okay, yeah, there it is. This one seems a lot more involved than the other animations.
Yeah. I wonder if it's stronger.
Morgan joins the group. Alright. Can I go down? No. Are there stairs? Can I? Okay, so this is not the way I need to go.
I guess not.
It is just the way to one of those. But I used the crystal key. Do I still have the crystal key? I do. Okay, so maybe I use
Okay, so there's just more than one door. That's funny.
Okay.
I didn't even realize.
I didn't either. I'm also not sure there's enemies in this part, at least.
There don't seem to be. Yeah, this is, I think, the way that we want to go.
There we go. Whoop. Checking the step before the walls now. Okay, so we got a crystal key again. So I wonder if this was built by, like, the ancients or something? I don't know, I don't see any of the eye motifs that normally we see.
Or really anything mechanical. Like, I mean...
Oh. My name is Sabato, and I was once the Chancellor of the Palace. Have you heard of me? I have.
From you.
Oh, that's right. We've met before. Oh, okay. He actually does recognize that. If I had known that you were going in to see the king, I would have stopped you. It is partly my fault, after all. Yeah, a little bit. Well, I saw everything and that happened between you and the king. In a way, thanks to your courage, we now have some idea of what that hag is planning. This is a lucky break for us. Sabato, you knew about the king and Forte? I didn't know exactly what was going on. That's why I couldn't do anything. So now that you know the situation, are you planning to do something about it? I can't do anything about it by myself. Unless you're willing to help me. Us help you? But how? Can we help? I and some others have known for a long time that today's crisis would be coming. We've been preparing for it. So, you just need a helping hand, right? What can we do? Go to... Aborigine Mansion and meet with the Master Golem. Everything starts from there. Why us? Why are you asking mercenaries like us? Melody, don't you want your partner Forte back? Arthur promised to help Melody, giving his word as a mercenary, correct? Do you not think that these are good reasons? They are sufficient. Also, you may be able to find better equipment for yourselves along the way. Sabato, what is my reason for going? Something happened to you, Rhodey, did it not? Did you lose your memory in an accident? Of course you have a reason to go. It's your destiny. You are led by destiny, and the other two will share that with you. My... destiny? You mean I met Arthur and Melody by fate? I do not know, Rhodey. I know nothing for sure. The only thing we know is that 2 men and 1 woman are required. What? What a weirdly specific condition.
It makes me think of Cabin in the Woods. It's got to be 2 men, 1 woman. You know, the woman's got to have blonde hair. Like, it's very, very specific. Those gods have really specific requirements.
I love that movie. You were selected as one of them. The other 2 are unexpected, but that too must have been fate. I sent you to Godspeak because the person who holds the key to our future told me to. I was told that your fate started there. He informed me that if you return safely, despite Relix's interference, this would be proof that you were the chosen one. This person would... It's so weird how it pauses like that. Would be the master of the mansion. Yes, the master of Aborigine Mansion is a very hard man to deal with. Although it is destined for you to meet him, I doubt he would let you do so. We must meet him. But he won't let us? What do you mean? I also appreciate that we are not the chosen one. Not exactly.
Well, it's funny. I was going to say, originally he's like, why should you do this? You'll get better gear. And I was going to be like, I like that this is just kind of self-interested, self-serving. Because you're right, most game. But then, of course, Rhodey is the chosen one. So there's still a destiny somewhere.
Yeah, it is still interesting, though. Although he supports our struggle, he is not directly involved. If he does not want to cooperate, he has no need to. We're the ones asking for his help, so he's testing us. Testing us to see if we are worthy enough to justify the risks he will have to take. The first test is to find the key to the mansion. It is located somewhere in this waterway. You will do it, won't you? I mean, I definitely want to see what happens if we say no.
I do too.
If you refuse, Forte cannot be rescued. Don't do that. Okay.
Wow, yeah.
The usual shining thing. The waterway beyond this point is very complicated, and there are monsters everywhere. It has an access to the surface, so you can get the equipment you might need from the town. Be sure to find the key to the mansion. Well, before you go, let me help you as much as possible. Oh, we can save here. Sure. This is probably where this episode is going to have to end, because it has been that amount of time. I think that's all that he can do for us. Cure, change class, rest. Okay. If you need my help again, please come back. The key is somewhere in the maze. Go and seek your destiny. Alright. Next time, onward into the maze. Let's see what it looks like. Enric Dungeon. Ooh. You got anything else, Captain?
No, I don't think so. We'll have to see next time. Do we do the dungeon, or do we go back up to town and check out some of the things that we missed?
Oh, we missed some things?
Just a couple.
Oh, okay. Where is the way to town? I don't know. I don't know where the way to town is.
Yes, I'm also trying to find it on the map. These maps are obtuse.
It's interesting to me, too, that he, turns to follow us. Can I, see him turn? Not really. Okay. Well, that's all we got for today, either way. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, what did you think about this episode? It was all story, which I'm fine with, but, what do you think about the story so far? I think it's pretty interesting.
I do. I think it's very interesting. And now that I know that some of the characters and concepts are going to tie into future games, I'm really excited. It feels like, every other game to this point has all been connected. Mm-hmm. This is all brand new, and I don't know where it's going to go.
I don't either. You probably don't either, because most of you haven't played Shining and... I keep wanting to say everything but Shining the Holy Ark, but stick around and we'll find out together. And with that, I will see you next time. Bye.